Hey teammate, it's me Melissa, and today's video is going to be showing you how to create a nail bar. Creating nail bars are very simple to do, and you can have more than one. So that if you have a hostess, you can have actually more than one party going on at the same time because there's no limit to how many nail bars that you can have. I'm also going to show you how to create your own personal nail bar, and I think that's really important. Did you know that you can create your own nail bar and you can promote that to your friends and family and also maybe in your Facebook group, and any sales that's processed through that event will earn you hostess rewards in addition to your regular commission. So make sure that you have a nail bar set up before you place any orders for yourself because you definitely want to get those extra perks. Anyway, keep watching and I'll show you how to create a nail bar. All right, so the first thing you need to do in order to create a personal nail bar is to log into your virtual office. There's a few different ways you can access it. I thought the easiest would be to show you it right from Color Street's website. So I'm just at colorstreet.com, and then over on the right side, account is what you and your shoppers would have. If you click the account button, as a stylist, one thing that you'll have different is this option right here, which is virtual office. I'm going to click on virtual office, and that will bring me to our virtual office. So this is where we have so much access to details on our data and also how to create parties. So over here on this navigation bar, I'm going to click on parties and I'm going to create a new party. Now in here, it's just a little bit of information to input and then you'll have a party. It's really quick and simple. Now there's two main types of parties. Either you have a host, meaning you have somebody who's going to have a party, they're inviting all their friends and you're going to run the show for them. Or you have a personal nail bar, which is what I'm going to be showing you today. A personal nail bar I use is for all my repeat shoppers, anybody who finds me on any of my social media outlets, basically anybody that wants to shop directly with me. I try to funnel them through my personal nail bar. Why? Because I want those hostess rewards because it's so amazing that Color Street allows us to collect on them as well. And then I use a lot of those for giveaways or for sales that I do at vendor events or in-person events. So let's look at the options. One is the party title. Now I'm going to say, let's create this for next month. So I'll create this as my September nail bar. And then you can also create a default message for an invite. And then over here you have your start and end dates. Now notice the close date is grayed out. You can't change that. It defaults to 2 months from when you create the nail bar. Notice though, if I decide to change this to, let's say, the 1st, because I want this to be my September nail bar, the close date is not going to change with it. So I did just shrink my amount of time that I have for this nail bar. So what I recommend is not creating a nail bar too far in advance of the actual event. And then you can choose your start and end times. For hosting, you either can be the host, because Color Street knows your information and that makes it super easy, or you can give the information for the hostess. So this is what it looks like if you're creating an actual hostess event. So this is some of the information you'd want to capture from your host. And then your other options are, where is it going to be? Is this going to be a Facebook event, a virtual event, or is it going to be at a location somewhere? If it's at a location, you want to put that information in as well. Since I'm creating a personal nail bar, I do not have a hostess, so I'm going to choose that I'm hosting the party. And I'm going to say that this is a virtual party, so there's no need for me to fill out that information. But it's pretty much all the same stuff. Then when you're ready, you click Create New Party. And here you have your party already created. Super easy. So this is your shopping link. So if I had a hostess and I set up a Facebook group and she invited all her friends in there, this is what I would put in that party so that way all of them would shop through that link so that she could earn hostess rewards. For me, since this is going to be a personal nail bar, I would just either put this on my Facebook group. I know many stylists like to do that. I personally use a domain name, so I've purchased a domain so that I have it always forwarding to my personal nail bar. It just makes it easy for me so that way when there's changes like a new system, I can still have people always shopping from one link. Up to you how you want to do it, but the main thing is you need to know where to find your URL. You also could find it if you went to parties and chose view open parties now that it currently exists. So, there's a couple things to note. Now that I have this, what can I do with my nail bar? Well, one is you can go to manage the party. This would be if you need to make any changes. So I can click manage party. And in here, you get some additional detail. Once this party's going, you're going to have shoppers, right? So you'll be able to see the party orders that come through. You can invite guests, and you can also set the party to a pending status. So this would be when you're ready to close out the party. You don't want shoppers coming here anymore, but you still need to figure out what the hostess is actually going to be choosing for her rewards. And what's actually great is the hostess can now do that on her own. So I'll create a different video showing you guys how to close out a nail bar later, if that's something you guys are interested in. So just comment and let me know if you'd like to see that. And a few other things. So we're here, we get some additional detail on the party, and then on the left side is where you can choose to edit the party. So it's pretty easy. It's just changing the information. All the same steps here. Or we now have a book another party feature, which is great because when we were using our old system in our first year of business, you actually had to close out of a party in order to open a new one. But that is a thing of the past, guys. So now if you have a host and you are, say, at a nail bar and someone else is like, yeah, I'll host a party. Well, you want to make sure your original host gets booking credits, right? So I can click on book another party. I can set up the party for my second hostess. And now it's going to be attached to this party that's currently existing. So that's awesome that we can do that. And it's really just the same steps as far as how to create that secondary party. While I have you here, let me just really quickly review how our hostess rewards work. All right, so here's our host benefits package. And basically, when you have that URL, any sales that go through that link can earn these. So when you have a hostess, the minimum that you need in order to earn rewards is $150 in sales, and there needs to be at least 3 orders placed within that nail bar. So you can't just do one bulk order, there needs to be 3 orders. And if you have between $150 and $299 in sales, your hostess can spend 10% on new nail sets, which is awesome. And then she also will receive the option to purchase 1 item for half price. I always like to try to get my hostesses in the $300 to $600 range. With that extra 15% on hostess credits, it really does amount to more nail sets, which is always great to be able to give them as many nail sets as possible. And then they also have the option to purchase 3 items for half price, and they get free shipping. And then it just goes up from there to 20% and 25%. Now, before I close out of this, I just want to talk about booking credits. That's a little bit different. The main thing I want to mention is that there's a difference in the minimum amount for a booking credit to be in effect. So when you have a hostess and then she has a friend that chooses to also host, you create that nail bar, that booking for them, right? But that secondary nail bar needs to have at least $300 in sales in order for that first hostess to earn that $25 product credit. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that because it's not $150 in this case. For bookings, it has to be at least $300 in sales. And I think that's it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this training. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help, and have a great day, guys. Bye.